What's up, Trey?
Hey, how are you doing today?
Yes, I'm doing pretty good.
So there have been several different cinematic portrayals of Malcolm X, but this is such a different one that we haven't seen before. And how was that like bringing to like this specific version of Malcolm X that not many people know about? His mindset and energy during this specific time in his life.
Do you know what? When I was a bit younger, excuse the name drop, but I was on set with Michael Fassbender,
Mm.
and I asked him if he was going to be, playing in a streetcar named Desire at a theater, and because I'd heard there were rumors, and he said, "Nah, man, I'm not doing that." He said, Brando did it, and I don't have any way of adding anything else to that character, and that always stuck with me. I was like, oh, that's interesting, and I kind of always think about that, and I think when I read this Malcolm, that I came back to that, and I was like, no, 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 no. This is an opportunity to do a different Malcolm. This is something else, and this is not, that vulnerability that's so necessary in this. That was, the heartbeat of this piece is the stakes and the situation that Malcolm's in, and that sense that his life was about to become in danger in a real way. So Regina and I connected on really trying to dig into who Malcolm was as a father and as a husband, and yeah, and trying to show a different side of his humanity.
When the film first bowed, at Venice and TIFF, we were only a few months removed from the police brutality protests that swept the globe, and it's still relevant as ever right now when the film is about to release to the masses. So how does it feel as an actor to have such a, I don't want to call it timely because I feel like this is always going to be timely, but how does it feel to release a timely project like that at this moment that we're in right now?
Yeah, no, I felt like it. I felt like I knew. I felt like, like you's probably the same. You would have been. I mean, when I read this before the pandemic, before George Floyd, like I understood as a Black man, or just as a man, just as a human being, like I understood what this piece was about and what it meant and the importance of it. And I think that's why Regina and I got on so well, before she cast me. I think we really connected on that. I convinced her that, showing, tapping into that, the vulnerability of these men and the love and the joy and the friendship between them was so important and so kind of unique and incredible that we don't have more. I remember those press conferences around Venice and Toronto. It was very close to that time. They were really charged and quite emotional. And I remember feeling not defensive, but like I remember feeling the weight of the moment, especially as those first kind of reviews came in, and it was just nuts. And like, and playing an African American leader and being British, I remember just the scale of it just kind of dawned on me a little bit. But the filming of it, and the audition process, and there just wasn't the time. We had work to do, and it was exciting, it was a joy, and it was stimulating. And as an actor, you go like, these ones, they don't come around that often. And I knew that, like, I knew how unique and special this opportunity was, and particularly with Regina directing, like, it was nuts.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you for your time, and congrats on this film.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too, man.